besties, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to go over all of the books I'm going to read in May. Now I am filming this during the 4th week of April, so there's still about like 8 to 9 more days left, and I'm already 5 books down. Are they all of the books that I plan to read like in the beginning of the month? No, but we're getting there, okay? We're only 2 books off from that, and I am currently in the middle of one. I just went on a couple side quests with some books. I can't help it. But I'm pretty proud of myself just for reading 5 books alone so far, because I feel like that is the most that I have read in a single month for a very long time. I used to be able to read 8 to 10 books in a month, but real life responsibilities got ahead of me. So here I am. With that being said, I do need to read 5 to 6 books in May because I have some arcs I need to read. I have books I want to get through, and I have a physical TBR. So 5 to 6 books sounds doable to me. I'm just a little nervous because I haven't read arcs in a very long time, but I decided to get back on NetGalley now that I'm reading more frequently, and I've already been accepted for a few books, but I'm really excited to just share with you guys what I'm reading, so let's get into it. But first, I do want to share that I have a Dr. Pepper cream soda, 0 sugar. It is actually really good. I felt like I've had this before and I didn't like it, but my boyfriend bought a case and I decided to try a sip of his again, and this is really good. It's like vanilla Dr. Pepper, and I love when I'm able to be at a Coca-Cola Freestyle machine, or even just a gas station that has the little flavor buttons. I love putting vanilla in Diet Dr. Pepper, and I don't know why, but I do. And it is so good. It is so delicious. If I could have a Diet Coke vanilla, that would be my dream. It's my first little soda of the day, so I'm really excited to have it. Can you hear that? That'd be crazy if you could. If so, I'm sorry, but I'm leaving it in because you have to hear it. Anyways, the first book that we're going to talk about is actually not really going to be talked about because it is the 6th book of the series, and I don't want to spoil anything. So with that being said, one of the books I want to read for May is Dungeon Crawler Carl 6. Do I remember the title of that one? No, I don't. I should probably look at that real quick. The 6th book is called... Okay, if this thing ever loads. Oh, okay. Well, it's updating. It's updating my Kindle experience. Oh, do we have it? No? Yes? Okay, so the 6th book is called The Eye of the Bedlam Bride. Do I really know what that means? No, and that's good. But I am currently on the 5th book, which is one of the books that I had on my TBR for April. I am about, I think, 20% through it. So I'm hoping to finish that in the next couple of days. And then I do have to still finish Daggermouth. In fact, I have to start it. So hopefully I can complete my April TBR by the beginning of May, but we'll see. But going back to Dungeon Crawler Carl, I am having a lot of fun with that series. So I am really keeping up with it and making sure that I'm reading the books in close succession to one another, just because I don't want to forget things. Things are already happening in this book. It's a little crazy. It's going really good, I think. I'm a little flabbergasted. I'm a little scandalized. I came home today and I told my boyfriend, I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know I'd be reading that. This series literally has everything, and it is so much fun. And if you haven't even read the 1st book, I definitely recommend you to do so. It'd be cool to also get through book 7 during May, but I know that these next few books before the newest book comes out, they're pretty big. I don't want to put too much on myself because there are other things I do want to read. So the next book on my TBR, I won this as a giveaway, so I got an e-arc for it, and I am very excited about it because I love this author so much. I read her trilogy, 5 Broken Blades, last year. I think it's when we finished it. and it is one of my favorite series. If you haven't guessed who it is, just from, knowing the series Five Broken Blades, the book that I won is called Verity Guild, and that's from Mai Corland. Verity Guild is an enemies to lovers romance that features a murder mystery plot. There is political intrigue, and it is actually set in a world that has like ancient Rome vibes mixed with like blood magic, and I just think it sounds so cool. So the synopsis says, High Priestess Keresi Vestal has spent her life hiding the truth, that she's the last surviving heir of the magical bloodline the Republic slaughtered. One wrong step could be fatal. But when a senator is brutally killed and a temple blade is found at the scene, all eyes turn to her. Praetorian Torin Morvain has made a career of dragging liars into the light, and Keresi is the one person he's vowed to ruin. But locked on a mountain with a murderer, scheming senators, and a prophecy of death, he's forced to work at her side. The closer he gets, the more dangerous the truth and their attraction becomes. With traitors closing in and a nation on the verge of shattering, Keresi and Torin must risk everything to uncover the real killer, even if it means trusting their sworn enemy. And I am so excited about it. I think the cover looks really, really cool. I want to say that this is a standalone, but I could be wrong. And I just love being able to read like romantic-y standalones or even like duologies because they are just so short and it's not like you're getting into a lot of commitment. Like Dungeon Crawler Carl, I knew that was 8 books. I knew what I was getting into, but I can't handle a lot of series at once. And if this isn't a standalone, then that's fine because it's Mai Corland. The third book that I plan on reading this month is also another ARC. This one's called Level Up for Love by Lenora Woods. I think she wrote Roll for Romance. I could be wrong. This is like a romance and there's a D&D campaign, and I am obviously loving the D&D stuff right now. Have I ever done a D&D campaign? No. But I have played Baldur's Gate and I really love it. I feel like that's like good enough. Nonetheless, Level Up for Romance is a second chance romance between 2 former college rivals. Apparently the 2 protagonists were constantly at each other's throat in one of their game design classes, and at some point they hooked up, and then Wesley, the male main character, he did disappear out of nowhere. However, it's been 6 years since Reagan, the female main character, has seen Wesley, and so she's kind of forgotten about him. However, there's always a however. When her long-standing D&D group falls apart, she goes to a local game store or something to join another one, and there he is. And now they're suddenly in the same D&D group. They are obviously fighting each other in the D&D campaign, and they are also going to go against each other in real life because there is a game design opportunity opening up, and they are both going to compete for it. I feel like it's going to be full of banter. I am excited to see the characters and their D&D characters as well, and see how that plays into the real life. I haven't read a book yet that has featured a D&D campaign, but I feel like there's been a surge of them recently, and I'm obsessed with it. After this one, I'm hoping I love it enough because I do want to go back and read Roll for Romance from Lenora Woods, and then I think there's another author that also does D&D campaigns. I just can't remember those names. I want to read this one because this is the first arc that I've received since getting back on NetGalley. It doesn't publish until September 8th, so I have a little bit of time, but still, I want to get through it. I don't want to have too much of a backlog. Hello, Editor Morgan here, which not Editor Morgan. I mean, it is Editor Morgan, but you're looking at a bobblehead of me. Isn't that so cool? It took me so long to do that, so please enjoy it. Please say something about it. Please say that it looks good because I worked really hard on it. Anyways, I'm here because it was at this point in editing that I realized I'm only going to talk about 2 more books for the rest of the video. And you're probably wondering, Morgan, what's the problem? Well, if you've been keeping along with the video, in the beginning I said I was going to talk about the 5 to 6 books on my TBR for the month of May. Talking about only 2 more books after the first 2 means I'm only at 4. So somehow along the way, I forgot to talk about 2 other books that I was going to read for May, or that I am going to read for May. So that's why I'm here, because we're going to talk about them really quickly in bobblehead form. So another book that I plan on reading in May is actually another ARC, and this is called Cast from the Dark by Asher D. Payne. I am on like the street team or something. I don't really know what to call it. This is like the first time I'm doing this. I am reading the ARC and then I'm going to promote it on a certain day. So I plan on reading this soon because I do have to post it on May 9th, but this is like a dark pirate fantasy, and there's like rival captains, a hidden lineage, corrupt rulers, ancient gods. It's like enemies to lovers, it's forced proximity. Like, there is so much in this that I love. And I haven't read like a pirate fantasy before. I just hadn't thought about a pirate fantasy ever, but I love Rolf from Throne of Glass. And if you know who he is, then you get why I would probably love this, because I like Rolf a lot. He's a sexy pirate lord. Just look at Madge Schofield's artwork of him. Like, come on. A whole book written about like guys that look like him? Okay, yeah, I'm in. So that is a book that I do need to read, and I think I'll be reading that soon. Obviously, I kind of need to. Then the other book that I'm going to probably read, because I don't think I'm going to get to it in April, is Daggermouth. I know. Last TBR video, I said I was going to read Daggermouth, and I just haven't gotten to it yet. I am almost finished with my current book, and the plan is to start Daggermouth since it is a physical one, and then I'll start one of my May books on my Kindle. So we're getting there, okay? We're just a little behind. If you want to hear more about Daggermouth, I did talk about that in my April TBR video. I don't really want to take up more time of Bobblehead Morgan and talk about Daggermouth when you should just go watch my old TBR video, okay? Because once you watch that, then you can watch my April wrap up when it comes out, and you can see what I read and what I haven't read yet. And yeah, you know, I'm just trying to get you back, okay? Hook, line, and sinker. I think that's what they say. Okay, that's enough of me. Back to Real-Time Morgan. And now we're going to get on to the 2 physical books I'm going to read for this month. The first physical book that I'm going to read in May is actually a recent grab, and that is The Princess Knight by Kate Jacobs. I absolutely love this cover. I think it's so gorgina. It is one of my favorite covers. I love the swords and the flowers and just like the overall like color scheme of it. I just think it's so good. But this book is about a princess and a prince who are from 2 different kingdoms, and they are apparently like the perfect match for each other. They are an alliance that the gods smile on, but the prince does not want to marry her at all. He just doesn't want her. And so to try to like remedy this relationship between the 2 kingdoms, Princess Clea follows the prince over to his kingdom. And since the prince is attending the military academy that they have in his kingdom, she obviously has to be there too, of course. And along the way, she discovers a warrior named Ronan, and the 2, I'm gonna say it, they're gonna hit it off. A princess and a warrior, like, come on, tale as old as time. And I love it. I love it so much. I'm so excited. Ronan does not want to be intrigued by Clea at all, but she's a princess. She's going to be intriguing, and he's going to fall right for it. I don't know any of the tropes for this, but I don't care. I don't need to know the tropes. I just need to know that it's a warrior and a princess, and I'm set. I also believe that this is a standalone. Oh my gosh! I forgot I bought a bookmark. I forgot I bought this bookmark when I got this book. Crazy. Huh. I had no second thoughts on where this went. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna put that back in here. This one isn't too long. I say that when it's actually like 490 pages, but you know what? It's fine. I don't care because it's pretty. It is so pretty. And I fear that I'm going to love this book. Honestly, it shouldn't even be a fear. I should be so excited that I'm going to love this book. So I redact my last statement. Speaking of big books, I don't know why I was complaining about how big that book was, because the last book I want to read for May is a chunky girl. But that's okay, because I've heard nothing but good things about this, and that is Direbound by Sable Sorensen. This has been one of my most anticipated reads for 2026, and I am so excited to finally be in the mood to read it. I know the second book is coming out soon, so I'm hoping I can like finish this one soon enough, and then I can be on the train with everyone else with the second book. Also, I didn't realize like how messed up my like version was, because it's like there's like jagged edges there and everything. I don't know if I did that like when I moved, but I don't know. Oh my gosh, there's a map. I love maps. This book is about Marion Cooper, who lives in poverty with her family. She is struggling to keep her family afloat, and she hates the bonded. And they are an elite group of warriors who have bonded to direwolves. She thinks that they believe that they're better themselves, and she just doesn't like that because she's in poverty, okay? The elite people suck. However, one day her little sister is kidnapped and taken across the border, and that just like uproots and changes Marin's entire life. It really upsets her, as it should. So she enlists in the army and is thrown into the deadly bonding trials, where any mistake will cost her life. She must survive 4 months of training at the castle. She is now bonded to a feral direwolf who refuses to just communicate with her. The other trainees just want to spill her blood. And there is a cold and beautiful instructor, and he is eager to punish any weakness. And if I get a training scene where they are rolling around on a mat and they're trying to go stab, 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 but he's whispering secret little helpful hints to her, oh, I'm going to be so into it. Everything is a competition and everyone is out to get her. Everyone except the dangerously handsome crown prince, whose attention adds another target to her back. In the castle, every smile hides a knife, and the halls hide dark secrets. I'm sorry, is this a love triangle? Did I miss that somehow? Is there going to be a sexy crown prince who... Oh, I love crown princes. All that to say is that I'm really excited for this book. I think it's going to be really good. I know I complained about the last book being big, but this one is about 600 pages, so yay. I feel like I've been having like a lot of books on my Kindle recently, and that's because I don't have a lot of my physical books here. I barely have a full IKEA bookshelf full yet. I have my mom sending me more of my books to my apartment just to like try to fill things up a bit, but I feel like I'm going to be donating a lot of them anyways, because that was like my initial plan was to donate them, but then I forgot. But books are expensive. I want more physical books, but they can be a little pricey. So I'm waiting for a sale either at Target or at Book Outlet or Barnes & Noble, and hopefully I can get quite a few books. Because do I love my Kindle? Of course. But I do miss just like holding a book and then opening it and just like reading it that way. I miss my classic book reading. I used to only like truly read physical books, but hopefully I can add in some more during my TBRs. It's just, I don't have a lot right now physically. But one day I will have some full bookshelves, and it will be beautiful because I'll film in front of it. And it will be a beautiful background, and I can't wait for that day. Anyways, that's all I have for today. If you like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to read in May, and who knows, maybe we're reading the same book next month. I mean, that would be pretty cool. That'd be cool. It'd be like a buddy read. You could come back at the end of May when I do my like May wrap up, and you can let me know what you thought about the same book. Just a thought. If you want to connect with me anywhere else off of YouTube, I have an Instagram, I have Threads, I have a TikTok, I have a Goodreads, I have a Throne, I have an Amazon wishlist, I have it all. So you can connect with me anywhere where you think I may be. You will find me on every corner of the internet. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.